games with national security is never okay.
The honourable member for Calgary-Nose Hill.
The minister is not accountable to Thomas Juneau. She is accountable to this place. NSI is not an official parliamentary committee, and it happens in secret. What's happening here is the government provided documents to that committee so that we couldn't look at it.
Saw a very rare but very important moment. The House found the Public Health Agency guilty of failing to hand over documents related to the events at the Winnipeg laboratory and ordered the agency to table the documents. We know that on 3 occasions the Prime Minister disregarded the orders of the House. On Monday, the Prime Minister can choose either to respect our laws and regulations or flout them. What will he do?
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. And, you know, again, on this side of the House, we will not play partisan games with national security. In fact, the Leader of the Opposition yesterday, in his announcement to pull out of NSI COP, was roundly criticized by a number of security experts, including, for example, Steve Saidman, Patterson Chair of the Norman Patterson School of International Affairs. He said the Leader of the Opposition is earning this low level of support with his move of pulling out of NSI COP. Oversight? Why bother when we can grandstand?
The Honourable Opposition House Leader. Madam Speaker, it's precisely because we care about national security that we want to know what's happened. And that's why we want to know the truth. So why did the agency grant the highest security clearance possible to a researcher with ties to the Chinese military? Why did they give this security clearance to 2 researchers who were then escorted out by the RCMP? Madam Speaker, we want clear answers, and those answers aren't written on a T-shirt. The answers need to be given by the government. What will the Prime Minister do on Monday? Will he table the documents? The Honourable Minister of Health.
Mr. Speaker, I apologize. Madam Speaker, let me respond again with some of the criticism that we heard from the national security expert community yesterday after the announcement of the Leader of the Opposition's decision to pull out of NSI COP. Let's listen to Stephanie Carvin, Associate Professor at Carleton University. She said this bulldozer approach to national security is misguided, it's dangerous, and it will result in a less transparent system overall. What does the Conservative Party want? A transparent, safe system for Canadians or partisan game?
The Honourable Opposition House Leader. Well, I can't believe that she's saying this with a smile, Madam Speaker. The reality is that Canadians need to be reassured here. Now, parliamentarians who are duly elected here know that she needs to respect the House's the rules of the House. This is an order of the House. The government needs to respect that order. 3 times the Prime Minister refused to do so. Monday is the moment of truth. Will the Prime Minister respect the House of Commons? Yes or no? The Honourable Minister of Health.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. And again, as we have said, those documents were fully provided in an unredacted manner to NSI COP, the appropriate committee of parliamentarians to review security documents of this nature. And let's hear what Thomas Juneau, Associate Professor at the University of Ottawa, said. He said, in regards to the opposition's choice to pull out of NSI COP, this is a big setback for the parliamentary oversight of intelligence in Canada and more broadly for efforts to improve transparency and accountability. That speaks for itself, Madam Speaker.
The role of Parliament is to hold the government to account. The National Microbiology Lab saw a significant security issue happen earlier this year, and Parliament needs to determine what happened so that it doesn't happen again. In order to do that, we need to see the documents that are related to this incident, and there have been numerous orders for the government to provide it to Parliament, not to a different committee that is not an official parliamentary committee. Will the Minister of Health comply with the House order and send Ian Stewart here with the documents on Monday?
Hear, hear. The Honourable Minister of Health.
Madam Speaker, that member knows full well that the unredacted documents are with NSI COP, fully unredacted for appropriate review that protects national security. Let's hear more from Thomas Juneau, the associate professor at University of Ottawa, who said what is going on now is several steps above what is normal. The public criticism of NSI COP and the withdrawal of its members damages the confidence and the trust that are necessary to its operations. What a short-term play. Playing games with national security is never okay.
The honourable member for Calgary-Nose Hill.
The minister is not accountable to Thomas Juneau. She is accountable to this place. NSI COP is not an official parliamentary committee, and it happens in secret. What's happening here is the government provided documents to that committee so that we couldn't look at it, so that we couldn't fix these issues on behalf. In secret. What's happening here is the government provided documents to that committee so that we couldn't look at it, so that we couldn't fix these issues on behalf of our constituents and the people of Canada, and that's wrong, and that's why this place is supreme. So I'll ask her one more time. Will she comply with the House order and send Ian Stewart here to be admonished with the documents per the motion that was passed yesterday?
Honourable Minister of Health.
You know, Madam Speaker, on this side, we'll never play games with Canadians' national security and privacy concerns. That's why we have a special committee, Madam Speaker, to review documents of this nature that are sensitive in nature. And if the member of the opposition doesn't believe me, let's listen to Steve Saidman, Patterson Chair of the Norman Patterson School of International Affairs. He said the question right now is why the Leader of Opposition is abandoning NSI COP. Its reviews thus far have raised important issues and serve as a basis of comparison for changes down the road. I think it's a short-term stance. Listen, we won't play short-term gains for partisan purposes.
Don't forget to like, dislike, subscribe, and comment. Safe Space Cafe. And always, have a good day.